guys? I'm Alex Crypto. This is Alex Crypto TV. Check out our website at alexcrypto.com for the latest news and updates about what's going on in the cryptocurrency world, and join a conversation with me on Twitter at alexcryptotv. It's a fresh profile. I don't have many followers yet, so I do answer a lot of your questions. Just hit me up on there. Twitter is fun. It's not that bad as everyone thinks. Market overview. Let's take a quick look. We fell back under 260 billion, with currently sitting at $258 billion market cap. $12 billion evaporated out of the market, almost 13 billion overnight. Looking at the top cryptocurrencies here, Bitcoin back under 7, Ethereum under 400, Litecoin at $117. So that kind of been rolling steady. Neo back under $50, Bitcoin Cash at 642, and Ripple back under 50 cents. So not doing good here, folks, not doing good. So let's take a look at the chart. Remember this chart from yesterday? This was the Bitcoin chart from yesterday's Bitcoin update video, where I said we might dip down to 3,000 bucks. If there's only one scenario where we really would drive down to this level. This is an algo target. So if enough hodlers and buyers and get scared out of the market to the point where this thing sinks to this long trend line, that's what this green line was that I explained in yesterday's video. This is like the all-time growing trend for Bitcoin before all this exuberance happened here. So basically, if we fall down to this, start falling towards this level, it's gonna panic a lot of people, and we might actually wind up at this 2,920 level. Who the hell knows? It's very possible. So let's take a look at what's been going on a closer time scale. Let's look at the hourly here. So we did take a pivot. We did take a pivot between the 4th and the 5th of April here. So on the 3rd, we took a hard pivot, and now we're pivoting down. So that's Bitcoin. So I've already explained my stance with Bitcoin. Let's see where Litecoin is. It's another currency we looked at yesterday. Let's look at Litecoin to the dollar on Coinbase here, and look at the little prediction we made here yesterday. Let's take the auto scale off the chart. So looking at Litecoin, and I drew these arrows here yesterday where I said we've reached the top here at about $138, and we're going to start retracing hard back down. And I gave it a target of $113, but you know, you can go lower. So is there a bright side to this whole thing? Well, perhaps. So what should we watch for now? Okay, so let me explain something here. If it reaches this level here at the 876 finally, which would probably be at the rate it's moving, shouldn't take too long, right? So if it reaches this buy zone here and bounces off, just like I drew up here, if it bounces off, you could consider this somewhat I can't even say that that's a bullish pattern, really. You can expect to bounce off the 876. That I'm pretty sure of. How high will it go? Well, the next target is usually up here at the 382 or the 236. So 127, 130 bucks. So this is maybe your sell target. Maybe. It might dump out even sooner. It depends. There was some excitement in the market just now about, oh, maybe the bull run's coming back. Maybe this is all over. And I was like, no, guys, no, not so fast. This could be just a technical pivot. So looking at this, you know, it might do something like this, for example, where it bounces off the right here off the 786 and comes back here to the 50 or the 5 rather, sort of like makes a movement like this, and then makes a movement like this to reach its target at the 876. So that could also happen. So very interesting to watch, but we're almost at the pivot point, so it'd be very interesting to see what would happen next with Litecoin. So let's take a look at Ethereum. That's another one we took a look at yesterday and made some kind of predictions on and forecasts to see where that may end up. And that kind of is identical to the Litecoin situation, as you can see. We drew the similar fib lines, and this is why I use Fibonacci instead of Elliott wave analysis. Personally, for me, I feel like Fibonacci is more accurate, and it basically describes the same thing as Elliott wave starts to describe. So what I do is I sometimes will use Elliott wave to confirm Fibonacci levels and algo targets. Meaning, like, has this thing peaked out yet? Is it a five-wave structure? Do you see an ABCDE? Do you see an ABC? Do you see a WXYZ? You know, you have to ask yourself these questions. So, and that's how I confirm these levels. So, looking at Ethereum here, we see we came off the top, so it didn't keep going. You know, but there was a little possibility it could have. See, it made a little rise, but then fell sharply down, continuing to take a dump, and we're now at the $377 level. So again, I continue to expect to bounce off the 876, and I would expect it to bounce up again, just like Litecoin, right? So between either the 382 or the 236 is our longer term targets at the $407 peak. And another thing that could also happen, just like Litecoin, it might bounce off the 0.5, come back down, and then reach the 236 or the 382. So that might happen too. So moving off of Ethereum, let's continue on to Ripple. Ripple, oh, wow, talk about nailing that one. So Ripple is in the long-term buy zone right now. So I would kind of expect a little sideways action from Ripple for the next few weeks as Bitcoin finds its bottom and kind of like all this craziness settles down in the market. So that's what I would expect. So the next move for Ripple will probably be a bounce of this 786, and it should come back here to the 382. So it'd be very interesting to see what it does next. But I would assume that is probably the next target for our XRP token, otherwise known as Ripple. So, and that's that. And they say Ripple is now one of the fastest adopted cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects in the world. So as much as some people out there hate Ripple, they are pushing the industry forward a little bit, although it is not a decentralized cryptocurrency by any means. Anyways, I'm going to do a separate video for the news because we did have some cool news on our website today. But I'm going to do that a little bit in a separate video. But for now, I'm Alex Crypto. This is Alex Crypto TV. Join the chat on Twitter at Alex Crypto TV. Peace, guys.